Hey Doug, this is Wills with Windows and Wheels. We've been speaking for the last few months about your Atlasta Soft Tip brush. I just wanted to do a video. I know you sent me that other brush, the wider tip one with the soft tip bristles on it, and I want to kind of show you the difference between the standard detailing brush that we use, something like this, and yours. Okay, so first we take our wheel cleaner, and I'm just going to go ahead and just do the faces of this first. I'll usually do the barrels, but for the sake of showing what we do with the brush, so spray the cleaner on it. Now, if these were bigger face wheels, my video would probably be a little bit better, but with smaller stuff, your brush works really good. Like, I'm not having to fan it out, because when I press, see how the bristles all stay kind of bunched together, which I know that's what it's designed to do. If this was really baked on, brake dust, things like that, this would be even more so effective. Luckily these wheels aren't horrible, but your brush does great. It gets in the tight spots great. So for spoked wheels like this, it's priceless. And of course I love it for lug nut areas in here. You can really get the bristles down in there and kind of push and gently get up in there to be able to break down all the dust that's in there. Now, the other brush that I was talking to you about, this is just a wheel woolly. I think it's an 1.25 inch brush. You can see when I push, it fans out. So it's more like a paintbrush, really. So I can cover really large areas in just a couple of sweeps, and it's less resistant, so I'm able to keep the face of the brush in contact a lot easier. So I'm able to just hit that real quick like so. With your brush it would do the same, but it doesn't quite span out as much, and it takes a little bit more pressure to keep it in contact with the surface, which is alright. It's not at the point where it's going to hurt the surface, but it's just a little bit more work. And again, since these wheels aren't bad, I can actually use this wheel woolly brush to get in here pretty easily and quickly, because like I said, it's like a paintbrush, so the bristles fan out there nicely. I just need a little bit of agitation and it's good. And of course, just a good rinse. And we're good. So that's the difference between the two brushes. Now the other thing that I talked to you about is something for barrels. These are the wheel woolies that are good for barrels. They have one that's at like a 45-degree angle, which is good for getting behind spokes, like so. And then they have a 2-inch one, which for tighter spots like this, where the rotors don't have a lot of clearance back here. It fits in there nicely to be able to get that. And then they also have the big 3-inch one, which it does fit in there pretty decently. It catches a little bit, so. But same thing, this is good for the barrels. Now I don't know if you can make anything that would, like this, that would work in there, but it works well for barrels and things like that. The last brush would be something for tires. This is what we currently use. It's a little bit dirty right now from me doing the other tire, but it's got good stiff bristles on it. They're shorter, and it's a wider pattern, kind of like a squared pattern. So when I go onto the tire, I get a good fit on it, basically. It rounds around nicely. The brush you had sent me, because it's so slender, I mean, what is it, about like so, it's kind of difficult to keep it on the surface like that, and plus again your bristles are a bit more stiff than these guys, so they don't flex to the direction that I'm going quite as easily. But I think if they were shorter and in a shape like this, it might work pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to send this video over to you and hopefully it helps some. Talk to you later.